Good day everyone, especially to our professor, Dr. Jonas E. Olandria. I am Rizal C. Baclay, 30 years old from Napo, Alicia Bohol, and a grade 1 teacher in Cambaol Elementary School. My topic is about human resource development. HRD, or Human Resource Development, concept was first introduced by Leonard Nadler in 1969 in a conference in the United States. He defined HRD as those learning experiences which are organized for a specific time and designed to bring about the possibility of behavioral change. We have here definitions of human resource development. Human resource development, or HRD, has been defined by various scholars in various ways. Some of the important definitions of HRD are as follows. According to Leonard Nadler, human resource development is a series of organized activities conducted within a specialized time and designed to produce behavioral changes. In words of Professor T.V. Rao, HRD is a process by which the employees of an organization are helped in a continuous and planned way to acquire or sharpen capabilities required to perform various functions associated with their present or expected future roles, develop their general capabilities as individual, and discover and exploit their own inner potential for their own and or organizational development purposes, develop an organizational culture in which superior or subordinate relationship, teamwork, and collaboration among subunits are strong, and continue to the professional well-being, motivation, and pride of employees. Also, according to M.M. Khan, human resource development is a cross of increasing knowledge, capabilities, and positive work attitudes of all people working at all levels in a business undertaking. Human resource development is the integrated use of training and career development efforts to improve the performance of the individual or group as well as overall organizational effectiveness. It develops the competencies that employees need to perform their current jobs and prepares them for future roles through planned activities. Human resource development focuses on matching the needs of the individual and the organization while choosing the right people for the job, or choosing the right person for the job, and then retaining them has always been the focus of the human resource department. The emphasis of human resource development is on motivating and developing employees. This requires human resource departments to create policies and programs that lead to the development of the workforce and contribute to the development of the organization. The concept of human resource development. So we are now in the concept of human resource development. Human resource development, or HRD, in the organization context is a process by which the employees of an organization are helped in a continuous and planned way to, we have here first, acquire or sharpen capabilities required to perform various functions associated with their present or expected future roles. Second, develop their general capabilities as individuals and discover and exploit their own inner potentials for their own and or organizational development purposes. And third, develop an organizational culture in which supervisors, subordinate relationships, teamwork, and collaboration among subunits are strong and contribute to the professional well-being, motivation, and pride of employees. And we have here the need for human resource development. Human resource development is needed by any organization that wants to be dynamic and growth-oriented or to succeed in a fast-changing environment. Organizations can become dynamic and grow only through the efforts and competencies of their human resources. Personnel policies can keep the morale and motivation of employees high, but these efforts are not enough to make the organization dynamic and take it in a new directions. Employee capabilities must continuously be acquired, sharpened, and used. For this purpose, an enabling organizational culture is essential. When employees use their initiative, take risks, experiment, innovate, and make things happen, the organization may be said to have an enabling culture. Even an organization that has reached its limit of growth needs to adapt to the changing environment. No organization is immune to the need for processes that help to acquire and increase its capabilities for stability and renewal. And now is the goals of human resource development. So what is the goal, or what are the goals of human resource development? The core of the concept of human resources is that of development of human beings, or HRD. The concept of development should cover not only the individual but also other units in the organization. In addition to developing the individual, attention needs to be given to the development of stronger dyads. Example, two-person groups of the employee and his boss. Such dyads are the basic units of working in the organization. Besides, several groups like committees, task groups, etc. also require attention. Development of such groups should be from the point of view of increasing collaboration amongst people working in the organization, thus making for an effective decision making. Finally, the entire department and the entire organization also should be covered by the development, or it should be covered by the decision making. Their development would involve developing a climate conducive for their effectiveness, developing self-renewing mechanisms in the organizations so that they are able to adjust and proact, and developing relevant processes which contribute to their effectiveness. Hence, the goals of the human resource development systems are to develop, number 1, capabilities of each employee as an individual. Next, the capabilities of each individual in relation to his or her present role. And third, the capabilities of each employee in relation to his or her expected future roles. And fourth, the dyadic relationship between each employee and his or her supervisor. And fifth, the team spirit and functioning in every organizational unit. And sixth is collaboration among different units of the organization. The organization's overall health and self-renewing capabilities, which in turn increase the enabling capabilities of individuals, dyads, teams, and the entire organization. Next is the features of human resource development. The essential features of human resource development can be listed as follows. We can see here, human resource development is a process in which employees of the organizations are recognized as its human resource. It believes that human resource is most valuable asset of the organization. It stresses on development of human resources of the organization. It helps the employees of the organization to develop their general capabilities in relation to their present jobs and expected future role. Next, it emphasizes on the development and best utilization of the capabilities of individuals in the interest of the employees and organization. It helps in establishing or developing better interpersonal relations. It stresses on developing relationship based on help, trust, and confidence. It promotes team spirit among employees. Next, it tries to develop competencies at the organization level. It stresses on providing healthy climate for development in the organization. Next is, it tries to develop competencies at the organization level. It stresses on providing healthy climate for development in the organization. And HRD is a system. It has several subsystems. Also, these subsystems are interrelated and interwoven. It stresses on collaboration among all the subsystems. It aims to develop an organizational culture in which there is good senior-subordinate relations, motivation, quality, and sense of belongingness, or sense of belonging. Next is, it tries to develop competence at individual, interpersonal, group, and organizational level to meet organizational goal. And it is an interdisciplinary concept. It is based on the concepts, ideas, and principles of sociology, psychology, economics, and etc. Other is, it forms on employee welfare and quality of work life. It tries to examine or identify employee needs and meeting them to the best possible extent. It is a continuous and systematic learning process. Development is a lifelong process which never ends. So in every department, there's a benefit. Here in human resource development, the benefits are, or in human resource development nowadays, is considered as the key to higher productivity, better relations, and greater profitability for any organization. Appropriate human resource development provides unlimited benefits to the concerned organization. Some of the important benefits are being given here. First, human resource development makes people more competent. It develops new skill, knowledge, and attitude of the people in the concerned organizations. So that's the first benefit. Second is, with the appropriate human resource development program, people become more committed to their jobs. People are assessed on the basis of their performance by having an acceptable performance appraisal system. Next, an environment of trust and respect can be created with the help of human resource development. Another benefit is acceptability toward change can be created with the help of human resource development. Employees found themselves better equipped with problem-solving capabilities. And another benefit, it improves the all-around growth of the employees. Human resource development also improves team spirit in the organization, and they become more open in their behavior. Thus, new values can be generated. Next benefit, it also helps to create the efficiency culture in the organization. It leads to greater organizational effectiveness. Resources are properly utilized and goals are achieved in a better way. It improves the participation of worker in the organization. This improves the role of worker, and workers feel a sense of pride and achievement while performing their jobs. Last benefit, it also helps to collect useful and objective data on employees, programmers, and policies which further facilitate better human resource planning. Next is human resource development challenges. It's important to familiarize yourself with the challenges of human resource development to better avoid them. Some issues you might face include, first, budgetary issues. Budgetary constraints that limit training options. Second is lack of leadership support. Third challenge is changing regulations and laws that can make your development program outdated. Next is unmotivated employees. Another is lack of expert resources for some obscure topics. And last one is meeting the varied needs of all employees who may be at different competency levels or need to learn different skills. And we have here best practices for human resource development. Simply offering educational opportunities doesn't guarantee the outcomes you want. You need a well-planned program with high quality, ongoing learning opportunities for your employees. Below are some best practices for human resource development and training. We have here create manageable amounts of information. Instead of trying to cram lots of learning into a full day or week training, break it up into smaller, more manageable chunks. This gives your employees a chance to absorb the knowledge and apply it to their work before they learn more. Second is collect consistent feedback. That's important. Regularly request feedback from employees to improve upon your program. This allows you to make small changes to the program to improve its efficacy. Third, keep learning styles in mind. Keep in mind that employees have different learning styles, including visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. While some may find spoken information beneficial, other employees, kinesthetic learners, may need to practice the new skills on the job before they can retain them. Consider approaching training in a layered style that accommodates all learning types, such as discussion, lectures, and case study practice. Last is use positive reinforcement. Consider using verbal reaffirmation. Last is use positive reinforcement. Consider using verbal reaffirmation, a digital badge or a certificate to reward employees who show progress and encourage them to be continual learners. The specific functions and responsibilities of human resource may vary depending on the organization size, industry, and structure. However, the overall goal remains the same: to support the organization by effectively managing and developing its human capital. And before I will end my report, let me share this quote to you by Ken Robinson. This quote is by Ken Robinson, and it says that human resources are like natural resources. They're often buried deep. You have to go looking for them. They're not just lying around on the surface. And that would be all. Thank you so much for listening.